Hey, Empress, welcome. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Embody Your Empress. I'm Sarah King, the host of our episode today and the creator of Empress Nation, the place you want to be if you are a empowered career mama is doing life, right? We are here to support each other. This is what we do. We have the chats, the real life chat. We get into the juicy goodness of spiritual life, business world, how we cope with the mental load. Sometimes it's not coping. Sometimes we're just doing, but that's okay because we're here to be real. We're here for the real talk. This is what we do best. We are women supporting women at the top of our games. So come on in. Welcome to this episode. I am super pumped about this one. I know I might say that a lot, but it is a hot day here in Queensland and we are ready to talk alignment. Today's title 1 to 10 Life Alignment. Now, alignment is a word that we talk about a lot, right? I sprinkle this in my Instagram, my LinkedIn, Facebook is getting there. But this is what I strive for in my life, living in alignment, walking the walk, talking the talk, making sure it is the same and that I'm being my best self while doing it. I want to lead the example for my kiddies and lead the example for the women around me, for my family, for my community. And it's an amazing thing when beautiful alignment happens and we continue to grow it and grow it and grow it. And there's some things that, well, we can do to help support that. It doesn't just happen on its own. Some really conscious choices that we can make. And to be honest, a lot of it is getting rid of subconscious programming, limiting beliefs that sort of hold us back. Because living in alignment is living our best life. And there can always be little voices in our head telling us, no, we can't have our best life. That's not good enough for us. No, we're just happy to play small. We're not worthy of it. But hey, you know what? We're not even going to go there because we can. We are so worthy of living our best life. But let's look at what alignment actually is first, right? Living in alignment. It is getting clear on our values and our beliefs, and then having those values and our beliefs, that driving force behind us. What really matters, having that reflected within our thoughts. Yep. What's going on in that brain of ours? What, having those reflect in our emotions, having those reflect actions, and also having them reflect in our choices that we make. So when our thoughts, emotions, actions, and choices align, are the same as our core values, then we are living in alignment. It creates a harmony because we're not at odds with one thing that's important to us and then what we're actually doing. So that's the easiest way to put it. There's what we believe in, what we think is important, or what we know is important to us, I should say. And there's what we're actually doing, what we're actually thinking, what we're actually being. And if they are the same, we are in alignment. If they are not the same, we are two balls of butting heads, and life does not look pretty when it's like that. Okay, I can relate to that. I know I've had my moments of each, and I know I definitely prefer alignment. So you are in charge of this. There is no one that can tell you how your alignment looks. Now that's a really interesting point to make, right? Because so often our thoughts, our choices, our emotions, our actions, we allow other people to affect them. But actually, when we're in alignment, it is solely 100% coming from us. It's coming from within, it's coming from that self, coming from that higher connection. So, knowing yourself is so important. Actually, really knowing ourselves, that's the key to alignment. And from there, we can actually make conscious choices of what we want. And this brings us an emotional and mental inner peace. Like when we are coming from the place of self making choices, this is when we can take all the bullshit that goes on in our brain. We can take that out and just leave it because we can trust that we've made the right decision. We can trust that it's going to be received with love, and we can trust that it is for the best for us. It might not be for someone else, but it is for us. It brings us balance within our life and flow because we're not butting heads with each other. We're not, we're not two balls going at it because we are trying to be one way or wanting to be one way or having values that reflect one thing and then actually putting it out there. We're doing something completely different. We are walking the walk that we talk. And that's being authentic to us. Oh, see how it just comes around all these catchwords that are often thrown out there. This is what it actually means. To be authentic to you is to be in alignment. And that's what alignment is. Not just a pretty face, huh? So when you are living in alignment, you are going to feel. So this is the feeling we are going for. This is why it gets so crazy addictive and you just want to be in alignment all the time. You feel inspired. You feel energized. Your work and your personal lives mirror the values that you have, your personal values. Your work and personal lives will mirror them. You'll have a sense of purpose. You will have clarity. You don't have to go out searching for your purpose. When you're in alignment, you are in purpose. You will be in trust with your intuition. You and your intuition, best buds. Your relationships with other people are going to feel so much more authentic because you are authentic. And it's going to be really nourishing for your soul. Like, this is when you're going to have those really juicy, soulful conversations, those connections with people that just light you the fuck up because you're in alignment, because you know who you are and you are being that. Now, what alignment isn't? When you're not in alignment, I should say, you feel drained, you feel unfulfilled, life's a bit of a downer, you're feeling stuck. The choices that you're making, they come from a place of fear and guilt and, oh, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. Ugh, that really drudgy. I often say when we're in the mud, we are out of alignment. And to be fair, sometimes when we're in the mud, not 100% our choice, but it's our choice how long we stay there and how to get out of it. When we're out of alignment, we're seeking that external validation all the time. Doesn't matter if we are validating ourselves from within, we are just looking outwards and outwards and outwards for the tick in the box, for the well done, for the you're amazing. Whereas when you're in alignment, it doesn't matter. You can do great things and not have them recognized and just still know that you are smashing. Mhm. When we're not in alignment, we're disconnected from our passion. We have no idea what our purpose is. And we're always in that stressful state, really anxious and feeling burnt out. I can relate here. I mean, there are so many times I have been out of alignment in my own life. And that has been when I have been so stressed, when I've been so anxious, when I have had no idea what my purpose is. And I've been pushing. I'm like, what is it? Tell me what it is. I have to find it. I'm out of alignment with my values because I didn't even know what they were. To be really, really freaking honest, I didn't know what my values were. So that's where we start. First of all, let's start the process of getting in alignment. So before we look at our values, I would love you just to close your eyes, take a deep breath, let out all the drama, the stress. You can put it down. We're not about that, right? I want you, or I invite you, so much more fun to invite you to find another side of you. I invite you to find the side of your life that is full of ease and full of joy and in alignment. How does that look? Now, I can guess what you're feeling, but how does it actually look for you? What are the values that are underpinning this beautiful image or this beautiful feeling that you've got going on with your life being in alignment, feeling at ease, feeling joyful, feeling inspired, feeling energized, knowing that your values mirror your work, knowing you've got purpose and clarity and passion, and just flowing with your intuition and trusting it. When you're ready, pause this if you have to. When you're ready, take another big breath and come back to me. Now, how did that feel? Write it down. Write down what you saw, what you found, what was going on for you. I'd love you to share in the comments if you feel like that is for you. That would be wonderful. So now you've got an idea, a feeling, a vision. Let's clarify what those core values are for you. What are your top 5 or your top 10 values that drive your life? Is it success? Is it freedom? Is it love? What are the values that are backing you? Now, when you've got that list ready, I would love you to make another list. And I would love you to write down all the areas of your life, from cooking to housework, kids, the career, relationships, your relationship with yourself, um, anything that is important and a part of your life, even self care. Pop self care down for that. Pop them in different sections. And for each and every section, we're going to go through and we're going to give them a number from 1 to 10. Now, number 1, at the lowest end of the scale, it is terrible. You are so out of alignment. You're feeling stuck, unfulfilled, guilty, shameful. I'm just like the word coming to mind is ick. Everything is just icky, icky. Number 1, ugh, ugh. Okay, you feeling me? Number 10, we are singing with the angels. We are buzzing with our vibration. We are feeling so freaking good about everything. Joy is like emanating from our smile. Everyone's going, what's she got? I want that. That's number 10. So for every section of your life you wrote down, I would like you to give it a number. Really feel into it. So for cooking, for me, it's not my favorite thing to do. So it caused me a bit of resistance. It makes me feel a bit, I only do it because I really have to. So I would score that at the lower end. That's probably going to be a 3 for me. Now go through, write it all down. Pause this if you need to. Okay. Once you've got a number on every section, break down the number into a couple of words. What's working really well for you and what's not. So for my example, with my cooking, it's a 3 because I don't enjoy it so much. However, I do believe in really nourishing my body. Okay. Once I've gone through my whole list, have a look at it. Is there anywhere that surprises you? Is there any part of your areas that you're like, whoa, I didn't not expect that's actually how I felt about that. And then check over your values. Is it because your values are saying something different? I had this when I was working for a company, which I should have really loved the job. I did love the job at one point, but everything shifted and I was feeling um, very depressed going to it. I was way to work. It was feeling very toxic. It was stressing me out. I was at burnout level. And when I looked at my values, it was because the company values didn't actually align with my personal values. So all day long, I was just like butting my head against this brick wall, expecting something different. And you know what? I leveled up my values, them as a priority, the job, and went and found something else. And I felt so much better after that. Not condoning quitting your job. I mean, we're all very smart people here. But you can see the point behind that was actually to remove myself from the situation and put myself in a better one. And I'm so grateful that I trusted my intuition and I backed myself to do that. Okay, so back to so we've broken down each section into a few words. Now let's just choose a couple of key areas that we want to improve on. So anything you are just like hitting goals in life, that's cool. Give them a gold star. That's awesome. We don't want to focus on all of the areas that may not be in alignment with us because that would be pretty overwhelming to start off with and therefore can contradict what we're trying to do. So let's just focus on a couple of areas, one or two, no more than three. Okay. So flesh these out. Now to start off with, you're going to have to put in some really clear boundaries. Now you're clear on your values, what is important to you, these areas you want to apply those values to so you can take your actions, your thoughts and emotions and your choices in this area with your values back, right? So set any boundaries that need to be. For example, are there other people involved? Do you have a partner that has a strong opinion in this area and you feel like that could be um, contradicting your values? Just an example. I don't want to throw any of the partners under the bus here. But you know what I mean? These personal values are yours and not to be influenced by someone else. And yet sometimes if our our boundaries are not strong enough, they are. So set your boundaries. Inform anyone that needs to be informed. Hey, this is what I'm going to be doing from now on. These are my choices. Please respect. Okay. Flesh out how you want your new aligned self to be looking in this area. So go back to that visualization you did at the start and flesh it out. Pray for guidance. Get really in tune with your inner self and your divine guidance system. Be clear on how you want this to look, how you want this to show up, how you are in alignment and what you're going to do. Be open to change. Oh, so important because it will be a change. Your subconscious programming has been running a certain way for a certain time. And we don't even think about these areas that are underperforming for us personally and out of alignment because it's just what we do. So be open to change, be open to opportunity, and hold the vision. Holding the vision backs your values, which cements them as a new subconscious program. So that being in alignment becomes your new default in that area. How cool is that's amazing. That is like super life hack right there. Go back, listen to that again. I don't think I could say it any better second time around. Because when you feel like you're aligned in that area, go back and give yourself a score again from 1 to 10 in that area. How are you feeling about it? If you've improved even by one number, that's awesome. You've made a difference. You've made a change. You have stepped towards alignment. Amazing. Well done. And if it's still not feeling right, tweak it because it's personal to you. It's your inner self telling you, this is important to me. Let's move together. Keep that in mind. All you're doing is moving together with yourself. That is aligned. And when you have done this and you bring through the other areas that you feel out of alignment in, and you bring them all up, your overall well being is just going to feel phenomenal. You know how you go past something, just like they are fucking glowing. What is it about them? It's because they're in alignment. And honey, that is going to be you soon too. So don't feel like you're missing out. You are definitely going to be there. This is such an easy process to follow. Let's run through it very quickly just again. Visualize your life feeling easy, joyful, in alignment. Note, how does that look? Trust your gut and intuition and what they are saying to you. Clarify your core values. What are the areas driving your alignment? Is it freedom? Is it love? Is it success? Okay. List down all the different areas of your life, all of them. Give them a rating from 1 to 10, 1 being on the lower scale, 10 being on the higher scale, and everything in between. Break down each number into just a few words so that you know what is working for you and what is not. Choose a couple of the key areas for improvement. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at once, and celebrate the areas that are already in alignment. Well done, you can get there. Be patient and compassionate with yourself because you are rewiring subconscious behaviors, patterns that have been in your behavior system for a long time. So set boundaries. Get everyone clear and on board with what is your bare minimum, what your expectations are, and how you are going to be living in alignment. Flesh out your vision of how you're going to be doing this by asking for guidance from your higher powers, for your inner self, and really get behind you. Hold the vision and continue to make aligned action steps and be open to change and opportunity. Once you are feeling aligned in this area, go back and give yourself a score and celebrate, even moving up the scale towards having a life in alignment. It's a choice we make. No one else can choose living in alignment. This method creates alignment by highlighting what is working for us and what isn't. It's methodical. It's clear for our brains, and it can happen fast or it may take some time. So celebrate those changes. Really feel into alignment. Now that we have a clear image of what it is, our values and belief systems moving in alignment, the same as our thoughts, emotions, actions, and choices. They need to be on the same road, driving the same way, people. If they are heading in the opposite direction, we are out of alignment and we feel it. We feel it so much emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. Very important. And we want to be living our best selves. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to hear how this method goes for you. Please share with me in the comments, tag me on Instagram, send me a DM. I am so curious what shows up for you. Where you're feeling amazing and in alignment already. Where you're feeling a little bit out of alignment. Where is really out of alignment. And don't judge yourself. Like, this is not a judgment piece. As I said, very often I have been out of alignment. And it's, to be honest, it's normal to be in alignment and come out of alignment, and in alignment and out of alignment. And once you're aware of it, you can more easily bring yourself back to alignment. And that is what being human is. Can't be perfect all the time. That's not what life is. But we can definitely play with the flow. So, subscribe to the channel so you hear our next juicy conversation. Come and join me. We're here, we're on YouTube, we're on the Spotify channels, wherever this gets to you. Share it with your friends, share it with your women out there that just want some acknowledgement that what you're doing is amazing and special and hard. And we rock. We are so good at this. I love seeing you here. And take care. Stay magical. Rule that empire, Empress. You've got this.